Hi everyone, I'm Jim Shore. Welcome to my lake house here in South Carolina. We're sitting here in my kitchen and I wanted to show you a project that I've recently completed that I think you might like to take a look at. You know, it's spring break is just around the corner, and so many of us take our friends and family, off to the beaches and enjoy the water sports. We do. We're actually kind of water people ourselves. We live here on this recreational lake here in South Carolina, so we love the water and all the benefits that living on the water and being on the water provide. And I know a lot of you feel the same way. You love to get away from the beach and spend time with your friends and family. So what I've done is I've created, now this is nothing really new as far as a subject for me. I've created a lot of things, as for those of you who are familiar with my work know, that are, well, coastal pieces and that sort of thing. Something I enjoy, even though the bulk of my my line is a little bit more folk art oriented, homespun, traditional things. I like to sort of take a little bit of a tangent every once in a while and create something a little different, something that piques my interest and I think will pique yours too. So this is a collection that I put together, and it consists of things that are beachy oriented, subject-wise, but the coloration and the execution I think are a little bit different than what I normally do. It's a little bit of a departure, and it still of course has some of the iconic elements that I generally use, but I'll go through these pieces one at a time and so sort of tell you what I mean. Start off here with this with the dolphin. This is a fairly dynamic piece. In other words, it's got a lot of movement in it. A lot of the folk art that I do is fairly static because that's generally the way folk art is, but I like to put movement in it. It's almost like a little snapshot in time, so you have the splashing of the water and so forth. And of course, I've decorated the dolphin and the piece with these sort of rose modeling comma strokes that I like to use as a decorative motif, and I've used a little bit of glitter to give it a little bit of pop and a little bit of whimsy. So that's one of my favorite pieces because it's a good subject. I like doing that. When I do coastal pieces, I almost always include a dolphin. This piece here, this is obviously a school of fish. It's kind of a study in textures, as are some of these pieces, because of the difference between the coral and the sand and the water and that sort of thing. You have to be kind of versatile in the application of the sculpted process in order to make those things believable and yet without losing the whimsical value of it. The coloration of a piece like this is very important as far as composition, because even though it is a whimsical piece and so forth, you still want it to maintain the elements of a good piece of artwork. So as you can see, we've got pieces where the coloration balances off of one another in I think a very interesting and well balanced way. So I'm very pleased with this piece. Now this one here, this is a little bit more playful. This is a sandcastle, and it's sculpted. The textural sculpturing on this actually looks and feels like sand, and yet I've decorated it with a little bit. I've used this sparkle. I've used it sparingly, and I've used the iridescent paint sparingly, because if you go too far with that sort of thing, it becomes a little gimmicky, or it becomes a little cheesy like that, or it can be very cool as a little pop, a little accent to highlight things. And of course, on my pieces, they're very cool. This piece here is this is a combination of elements that I really enjoy doing. It's the mermaid, and she's riding a seahorse, and she's got her little companions with her. So I love this piece, quite frankly. It's a good composition. It's a good piece to set around as an art piece, as a decor piece, and it's something that will, I think, pique the interest and the imagination of the little ones in your family too. So as standalone pieces, I think they're pretty nice. I'm pretty pleased with them, and they also work very well together as a grouping. So when you're in the, they're available in the gift shops that you're accustomed to seeing my work in, and there are many of them around the world. So you know, when you're out shopping, you want to see something a little interesting, pop into one of the gift shops and take a look at this. I think you'll really like it. Okay, so thanks for coming in today. We'll speak again soon. Bye-bye.